happy state. Now we are going to proceed with the cross question. Starting from my far left, Professor Mwaka. Professor Mwaka, you have the floor for a maximum of 10 minutes.
Mr. President of the Board of Examiners,
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President of the Board of Examiners. Now, to you, BANYONGI, I read your work. It's very informative. However, I have some preoccupations. The first is about your random selection of participants. You say that from 33,000 students of this university, you narrowed down your sample to 350. What was the selection criterion?
The question, dear emeritus professor, when I talk about
either you finish, you present or you ask your questions.
It's better this way.
To better this way, one by one.
So in the collection of data, we're given the same chance, okay, to be selected. So those who volunteer in between all the faculties that I considered as to be strata, okay, those who volunteered to take the survey and the test, so were randomly selected. Then I went first to collect the number of all the students of the University of Kinshasa in the General Register's office over 2 academic years. From there, then I calculated the average number of the students. From there on, now I try to dispatch my survey as well as my proficiency test. And in there, the return rate I got was 378 students that I considered to be randomly selected. Those who volunteered just to take, but it was throughout all the faculties that I considered as a strata, as different groups in the University of Kinshasa.
My second question is equal distribution of the participants. Why did you have more participants in the quantitative investigation than the qualitative investigation? I mean, would there have been a problem with your findings had you had a 50-50 distribution of participants?
Exactly. As I dealt with mixed method, there are many types of mixed methods. That's according to many methodologists, such as Kresher, Morse, Onobuze, and so forth, who suggested that when you mix, for example, you are dealing with a mixed method in an exploratory research, such as this one, you have to start with qualitative research, and the sample size has to be in between 100 and 200 individuals. Now, when it comes to check the congruity or incongruity and the complementarities of the findings, when you go for quantitative one, you have to heighten or to increase the number of those you need to test in a quantitative method.
Abbreviation.
Yes. Is it mentioned in the text?
No, in the text, yeah, but not in the list of abbreviation acronyms.
Sorry for that.
And,
yeah.
And a subsidiary question, not a question. Are you married?
I was married, but for a time being I'm divorced.
No, because I didn't
That's it.
in the closement.
Yeah, it's from 2 years that
And now we proceed with the second examiner, Professor Itangasa. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Banyongi,
Yes, sir.
I have the 2 copies of your dissertation. This is the copy I used for your pre-defense, okay?
Yes.
And this is the copy you're given to the jury now.
Yes.
I am very happy that you are able to make 90% of the corrections.
Thank you very much.
And that is an effort you made in 2 or 3 weeks. It's positive on your side.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. However, I said 90% because there is 1 or 2 which you missed. Yes. And here is one. At the first, we told you that in terms of forms, every chapter starts with 1 or 2 sentences reviewing what was said before, and then you can go into the new chapter. I checked on all your chapters, starting with a review of literature on page 15, then page 83, research methodology, 107 results 1, and 198 result 2, 283 discussion. Nowhere is there 1 or 2 sentences reviewing which was said in the previous chapter before going into the new chapter. You missed it at all.
So, sir, I think writing, I took that suggestion of yours into account. But you can see that at the end of any chapter, okay, I signaled, I gave some hints, proving that we are now tackling such a chapter, okay, which is concerned with this. And this chapter is concerned with this, or it is about this. It is a way of writing, so for me, I thought that it was also good that it could make also a connection in between the different chapters in the work. I took it into account, but maybe otherwise.
I can buy that.
The public, any person who is a doctor and who has the opportunity of reading this dissertation can ask one question. Is there anyone in the public who is a doctor and who has the opportunity of reading? Okay?
My question is this one. How do you feel now when you are at the end of this session? How do you feel?
That's a straightforward question.
That's a special question. I tell you that actually it's not easy to deal with such a work which has undergone too many refinement proposals during the different soft seminars, during the pre-viva and so forth. It was really stressful. Now that I'm at the end, dear Professor, please, I feel, I don't know, extremely comfortable. That's the point. That's the answer I can give. Extremely comfortable.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think that's it. Now, Mr. President, you have the floor.
La séance est ouverte. J'invite le président du jury pour la proclamation des résultats. Monsieur le Président.
Le jury chargé de procéder à l'organisation de l'épreuve de thèse de doctorat en lettres et civilisation anglaise a examiné la thèse présentée par le candidat, Monsieur le chef de travaux BANYONGI MANYOLE ODIDA, en vue de l'obtention du grade de docteur en lettres et civilisation anglaise. Après délibération à huis clos, le jury a pris la décision suivante. Monsieur le chef de travaux, BANYONGI MANYOLE ODIDA, a réussi avec la mention grande distinction. Le de Kinshasa a bien vouloir conférer le grade de docteur en lettres et civilisation anglaise au candidat précité. Fait à Kinshasa le 2 février 2023, le président du jury, professeur Malekani Kapele Ata.
Progression des grades. Nous, professeur Estafiman Zassouma Fonkoa, secrétaire général académique, ajustement de Thèse de Kinshasa, vu le procès verbal du jury chargé de procéder à l'examen de la thèse de M. BANYONGI MANYOLE ODIDA en vue de l'obtention du grade de docteur en lettres et civilisation anglaise, attendu que toutes les prescriptions de l'ordonnance loi numéro 0421-026 du 3 octobre 1981, telle que modifiée à ce jour relative à la correction des grades académiques ont été respectées, conférant au candidat préciter les grades de docteur en lettres et civilisation anglaise, en foi des quoi nous lui remettons le présent diplôme et les insignes de l'université et déclarons qu'il a la jouissance de tous les droits et avantages attachés au cadre académique obtenu conformément à l'ordonnance loi non référentielle. Fait à Kinshasa le 2 février 2023 pour le recteur de l'université de Kinshasa, le secrétaire général académique et stagiaire en Fonkoa, professeur ordinaire.
Bon. Tu dis vite. Oh my God. Chers collègues. Comme c'est beau, hein?
Mes chers collègues,
Very nice. You deserve it.
Yes, we can.
Oh my God.
Yes, we can.
après ici, nous avons la messe. Sommet.
Oh, you did the buffalo? No. Not like this.
Thank you, friend professor. You made it. Thank you. Thank you, my father, my daddy. L'impact, n'est-ce pas, des matériels dans l'enseignement d'une langue comme l'anglais, qui est langue étrangère ici chez nous. En tout cas, on ne peut pas séparer l'enseignement et l'apprentissage de la langue anglaise du matériel. On doit toujours avoir le matériel pour le bon accompagnement, pour permettre, n'est-ce pas, à l'étudiant d'avoir de bonnes performances linguistiques. Je suis en train de fustiger le comportement de pouvoir pourvoir, n'est-ce pas, des matériels de l'anglais aux étudiants comme aux professeurs, comme c'est le cas dans d'autres pays qui sont civilisés, pour que, en tout cas, le processus d'enseignement et d'apprentissage de la langue anglaise puisse aller de l'avant, en particulier, et en général, tous les systèmes éducatifs dans toutes les disciplines. Ma théorie, c'est material boundedness, ce qui veut dire que, en tout cas, l'éducation étant, n'est-ce pas, un legs, un héritage importé de l'Occident, nous ne pouvons jamais avoir cet héritage sans, n'est-ce pas, les biais du matériel. On a toujours besoin de supports comme les syllabus, comme les ouvrages, comme les textes, pour les manuels, pour bien appréhender, n'est-ce pas, l'éducation. Voilà.